Pascagoula Valley TV presents Pvtv News with Montclair State University Foxy Award nominee Tyler Toledo, Nico DeGruccio on the entertainment, investigative reporter Jack Crown, vlogger Lauren Kalfas, and with sports, Hunter Donne. New Jersey's #1 rated high school news show 3 years in a row. If it's Friday, it's Pvtv.
Good morning, Pascagoula Valley, and welcome back to a brand new season of Pvtv. I'm your new anchor, Tyler Toledo, and I'm so excited for this year to start. I'm a senior here at Pascagoula Valley, and you better get used to seeing my face because it's going to be here every episode. So, we all know this is a weird school year. We have some people virtual, some people in person, but it's only for half the week. It's weird. I don't know what I'm doing in half my classes right now, and I definitely don't know what's happening in the school right now. But that's why Pvtv is here. We're here to give you order and stability, and we're going to start giving you news updates every episode, and it's going to help know what's happening in the school around you. Speaking of Pvtv, we have a great new crew this season, including our resident vlogger, Lauren Kalfas. Are you having trouble in online schooling? Are you like me and you sleep through your bio class only to realize you had a lab to do that period? Well, here are some tips about how to be a successful online learner.
Hey PV, I'm Lauren Kalfas and welcome to my brand new segment on Pvtv. Each episode, I'm going to be covering a new topic. This week I'm covering tips for online learners, so let's get right into it. First off, make sure you're staying on top of your work and your classes. It can be really easy to fall behind, and once you do, you might find yourself way more stressed out than you need to be. So just get your work done as soon as you can, and don't leave it for the end of the week. My next tip is that it's really important to get a lot of sleep at night. If you don't get enough sleep, then you're going to be groggy and tired in the morning, and you're not really going to be able to focus. So just make sure you get enough sleep and you can focus in your classes. My next tip is to make sure that you're retaining your information. If you don't think you're doing so well, then definitely reach out to your teachers. They're a great resource and they want to help you, so feel free to reach out. Finally, make sure you designate a place in your house to be your workspace. This can be anywhere from your kitchen to your bedroom to your living room, as long as it's quiet and works for you. That's all I have for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and back to Tyler in the studio.
Thanks, Lauren. Were you a little weary about coming back to school this year? I know I was. Well, investigative reporter Jack Crown went out around the school to find out exactly what the school did to prepare. Jack, take it away.
Hey PV, I went around the school interviewing staff and students about how they feel to be back at PV and what precautions we've made.
I mean, the first thing to look at is the schedule. We added an 8th period, right? So if we look how we changed the schedule from last year to full remote, there's a difference right there. You know, in years past, we did our remote snow days. So we learned a lot of how to teach remotely for an extended period of time. So teachers made adjustments based on their lesson plans and how they were going to deliver instruction, and they had time to prepare this year.
Yes, it's great to be back. I think all the teachers thrive more in the classroom anyway. It's a lot more fun this way, but it's obviously different. It's also forced my hand to kind of think about, a little bit more in the future as far as like where we want to go, since there's so much less time in person and much more time for the students to be doing independent work. I think it'll also make us focus more on prioritizing the topics that are most relevant and give us the opportunity really to make sure that the students are processing what's going on out in the world as it relates to history. So I think that we're a fortunate subject area for the whole time that we're living in.
So we started with our arrival time, right? So we're not here till 8:15, first class starts at 8:20. So the staggered arrival time was our #1 concern of getting kids in the building. I know you'll notice the lines in the hallway. So everyone's staying in their lane this year and putting up, directional arrows as well as do not enter signs, as well as stairwells up or down only.
We were able to get our protocols in place to be able to check on students and staff coming into school. And there were so many other people doing so many other things to get schedules right and distancing and masks and all that stuff. So there's a lot that goes into planning coming back to school.
Well, the whole summer, we took every piece of furniture out of the room, washed it down with disinfectant. When the room was empty, we went to the blinds, we went to the windows, we went to the walls. Anything that was there, we washed down, whiteboards, whatever. Then after that's done, they clean the floors and they strip them down, take the old polish off, put new polish on, and when it's all done, we put it back into the room and we seal the room so no one can go into it. That would cause a contamination.
I mean, I say this all the time. I've been saying this every day to students, to staff members, to parents. The number one thing is the health and the safety of our community. And in every decision we make, we keep that in mind when we're making that decision.
To get to this point, they've done a lot of work. And behind the scenes, they continue to do a lot of work to keep this place clean and sanitized. They're continuously out and about and doing what needs to be done to make sure we keep it as clean as possible.
Cohort A is great. I'm missing all my friends, my teachers. So I think everyone's doing the best they can. There's a few bumps in the road, but I think we're doing great.
Throughout this whole process from last year to moving forward into this year, we were just excited about getting everyone back and making sure we do the best job we can for everyone's level of comfort and safety.
Thanks, Jack. I feel much safer now. And thank you again to all the custodians for their hard work this year. Up next, sports. Do any of us really know what's going on with that? Well, here to shed some light on that is Hunter Donne with the challenges of preparing for a fall sports season.
Thanks, Tyler. With the upcoming fall seasons approaching, I talked to administration, coaches, and some players on how they're preparing for this season.
One of the first challenges was, not getting on that field right away in the summer. We usually have the whole summer to work on football and get ready for the season. But, we did a great job doing virtual workouts over the summer and meetings so we could put in plays and get ready to be on the field. The seniors did a very good job of leading us through that. So I think right now we're looking good.
What starts off just going 1-0 every week is the main goal, because obviously we don't know what the postseason is going to be like, but the main thing is going 1-0 every week, coming to practice with a good attitude and winning each day at practice, because if we do good in practice, then we'll do good in the game. Also, we want to win the league championship again, because we can still win that. We won that last year.
So we've had these virtual lifts where we get some body weight exercises going and few things with the weights that we do have. So we're trying to stay a little active and physically fit for the season. This is obviously a big part. So that's what we've been doing for that, and I think it's gone pretty well. And you can see with practice starting now who's been attending, who hasn't been. So,
we're not going to make excuses for it at all. I think the guys have really responded very well through the course of the past week so far. Since we started practices actually on September 11th. This past Friday we were allowed to start, so far it's been pretty good so far. I like what we do like what we see so far as the coaching staff.
We have the daily COVID questionnaire that every athlete has to complete for every single practice and every single game as a pre-screening. That's in addition to the screening questionnaire that they do as a student when they come into the building. We do it for every coach. So really, it's across the board. Behind the scenes, we're doing something, every single day and every hour just to implement the required guidelines and just to make it so a team could even just have a practice, to that extent.
As you can see, these are not the ideal circumstances we would have hoped for, but I love to see that PV is making the best of a bad situation. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Hunter, for that. Breaking news. I just got word that Pvtv has outbid ESPN, NBC, and Fox for this sports season's streaming rights. That includes football and boys and girls soccer. Be sure to be on the lookout for that if you can't make it to the games. Finally, Valley Cup. We can't exactly have everyone in the stands breathing and sweating on each other. So here to talk about how Valley Cup is going to be working this year, we have Nico DeCrucio and the School Spirit Liaisons.
Hi PV, I'm Thomas Dean.
And I'm Julie Sutnick.
And we are your class of 2020-2021 school year spirit liaisons, and Valley Cup's gonna be a little different this year.
So each episode of Pvtv, we're gonna have 4 kids, one from each grade, competing for Valley Cup points. This week, your host is Nico.
Thank you, Delia and Thomas. Let's get right into it. This week's game is called Stack Attack, and here's how it works.
Players will have 5 minutes to take all the blocks on their desk and stack them into a tower in a crisscross formation. The problem is the tower is extremely volatile and can fall very easily. At the end of 5 minutes, if no one's had the tower completely stacked up, whoever's tower is the tallest will win. And to keep things fair, players cannot sabotage other towers.
And here are our contestants for each grade. All right, now that you guys know what to do, I ask you to raise your dominant hand. Put that behind your back, you're not playing with it. You can only use your non-dominant hand. Is everybody ready?
Kind of a wild turn with only the one hand. But other than that, we're gonna clap.
Is everybody ready?
No.
3, 2, 1, go!
Starting out strong.
Johnny Almers with a hot start.
Nice.
A little mess up right there.
Where? Yuli is concentrated.
Ooh,
absolutely
Yuli's going
silent.
fast with it. He's got it balanced.
I have no expectation for Yuli here today.
So at the start, Tom was hating on me. Still is. He keeps telling me I'm not gonna win.
Dembo's picking up the speed. Oh, Shane's got it.
Shane's
off to a hot start.
Well, of course the seniors, we're gonna win. We have me. We are the best, obviously. I don't see any cheating in my sight because I don't cheat ever. Never ever cheat.
Johnny Almer's sitting here and Yuli! Down goes Yuli. Oh no!
Shane's down. The freshman is coming out with it right now.
Dembo's got a nice. Oh, Johnny Almer's looking good over here.
Hey, I am astonished. Oh,
Dembo's
down.
Johnny Almer's pulling away with it.
We're the freshmen. Obviously, we're looked down upon by the upperclassmen. But you know, I was hoping to prove everyone wrong this time and show that freshmen are really we're the real top dogs.
Still going.
15 blocks left for the freshman.
Oh, it goes down.
Johnny.
Oh my God. Shane back on top.
The lead out of nowhere.
Shane back on top.
Tables suck.
Oh, Shane, a little wobbly.
Let's have a couple more minutes to go. Make sure. Oh, a little wobbly there. Oh, down goes Shane. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. There was no hope there. Can Dembo bounce back? Dembo's going slow.
So I was building my tower, I was just going nice and slow, taking my time, and I was thinking everyone was going to screw up at least once.
Who is going to take this one?
It can literally be anyone now because they all had to restart. Yuli, very quietly, taking the lead again. Him and John are both getting very close. Dembo's catching up too. Shane, what are you doing? You're the senior.
How by cheating?
With 15
Shane with a
seconds
power
left.
move of attempting.
Do you want to keep going, Yuli? You want to leave it at that?
Yuli's going.
Because I don't cheat ever. Never ever cheat.
Oh, it's down. It's down.
How much time is that?
5 seconds.
Oh my God, wait. No way. He's down.
That's it.
It's
We're
over.
done. Let me address the elephant in the room. There was a mild amount of cheating by the seniors.
No, they did not. There was no cheating by the seniors.
Yuli's tower.
All I see is my tower this second.
The problem is whether or not Yuli's tower were to fall on his own, because it did a lot, is up to my discretion. So we're gonna take a short break and then get back to you with the results.
He knew he couldn't contest against me, so he resorted to devious acts and knocked over my tower with a block. I could say I felt despair in that moment, unlike any other moment in my life.
Okay, so because some people didn't obey the rules, the seniors have been disqualified round 1, which means they get 4th place and 5 points overall.
What a
the
joke.
freshmen will get 3rd place and 10 points, and the juniors and the sophomores will battle again. Yuli and Dembo will go again. 1 minute lightning round. Whoever's tower is the tallest at the end will win. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute. Yuli and
Dembo had
Dembo.
a bit of a quick start there. He had his first brick set up. Yuli's having some trouble picking those bricks up.
Tom, you had no faith in Yuli, now he's in the final 2.
I still have no faith in Yuli. Yuli's getting up there right now.
Yuli is getting
Oh, he's
quick.
wobbling. Yuli's
Again,
wobbling.
his hubris might be his
Dembo's
downfall.
still going that slow and steady pace that he was relying on the first
Yuli.
round that got him the initial
Will you
win.
just keep- 20 seconds.
Dembo's tower does seem to be tilting a bit.
Dembo goes down. Yuli is tapping out.
Dembo producing amazing.
Oh my god. Dembo is getting
Yuli,
sharp
10
right now.
seconds.
Look at Yuli
9,
coming for
8,
Dembo.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Oh my God.
2, 1.
Dembo's taking the L to Yuli.
Yuli takes it for the sophomores. That was something. So what are the scores after that, guys?
First place, the sophomores. Second place, the juniors. Third place, the freshmen. And unfortunately, in last place, the seniors due to disqualification.
Damn shame. All right, well, with that, I think we're done. Back to the desk with you, Tyler.
Wow, Nico, that looked like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what Valley Cup's going to be like this year. Well, that's all we have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait for the rest of the season. Until next time, this is Tyler Toledo signing off.